The PharmaVOICE Editors Take Video series was recorded live at the DIA annual meeting. Taryn Grome, editor of PharmaVOICE, meets with Jamie Powers, senior industry consultant, Life Sciences, SAS.
Welcome to the 50th anniversary of the DIA.
Thanks for having me.
Jamie, there's been a lot written and discussed about how risk-based monitoring over the past 2 to 3 years, yet it still seems many companies are trying to determine their strategy, particularly when it comes to the data and analytics. What are you hearing and talking with pharma and CRO customers about where risk-based monitoring is going in the next few years?
Well, really the risk-based monitoring movement has been around for many years, and there's really two types of issues at play here. One is more of an operational implementation type of strategy that companies are really bringing together through some of the Transcelerate recommendations and so on. We at SAS like to think of it as, it's really a data integration from multiple sources challenge. And how can you bring these multiple sources of data into one analytics ready environment such that when you determine which metrics you want to evaluate or use, that those are easily available. So it's taking the pressure off the back end or the reporting end of things because you've already done that data preparation work. And actually, SAS has some compelling products in this area, some of which are being demoed here at DIA in the Innovation Theater.
Let's talk about the use of real-world evidence, and it's growing in the pharmaceutical industry. How are SAS customers using big data and analytics to gather insights for drugs and devices in medical practice and to inform future drug development programs?
Well, at SAS, we like to think of the opportunity as maximizing the value out of the many different data sources you have, and especially in things like real-world evidence where there's typically third-party data sets that are purchased that are in addition to some of the internal historical clinical trials data that they have. And really, again, it's maximizing the value of those data through appropriate data integration technologies and analytics as well.
Great. What new trends have you found interesting or learned from this year's DIA conference?
Well, a lot of the biggest thing that I've heard is that, really we've come a long way with risk-based monitoring in the past 2 years as an industry, and at SAS we've invested in that area, and it's good to know that the industry is moving forward. It may feel slow at times, but I think we're starting to see the trend start to pick up in terms of a lot of customers have at least their strategy in place. They may have some analytical tools, and now they're really looking to increase the pace at which they do risk-based monitoring on actual studies. So I've been pleasantly surprised at the uptake of risk-based monitoring from talking to various customers here at DIA.
Jamie, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us.
Thanks so much for having me. Appreciate it.
Awesome.
Additional editors take videos, as well as podcasts, white papers, webinars, and more are available at www.pharmavoice.com.